Welcome guys to Babenko MMA channel. The UFC 280 fight between Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev finally happened. It was wonderful and it was really interesting to watch. And I have to admit that our prediction was partially correct about this fight. Watch the video till the end, and of course watch our striking tutorials that we'll post every week on this channel. The fight was interesting from the very beginning. Charles Oliveira was pressing from the very beginning of the fight. However, Islam Makhachev added something new that I haven't seen yet from him. It's a classical action from the southpaw stance, and I think it was something they developed especially for this fight. When Charles Oliveira was coming, Islam Makhachev was throwing firstly left cross, and then he added a right hook. And I saw this combination from this very beginning of this fight, and I thought, okay, it's a great combination to stop your opponent, because when you're standing in the southpaw stance and your left hand is a stronger hand. Actually, we've got a tutorial about this combination on our channel, and it's a very great combination to stop your opponent, since you stop your opponent with the first shot, because the left hand from the southpaw stance is good, it's strong, and it can stop your opponent, and then you add a right hook, which has a KO power. Then there was a takedown. You may have noticed that Islam Makhachev was not going for a double leg, since he was waiting for Charles Oliveira's guillotine choke, and for this reason he preferred a throw. This throw is frequently used in wrestling and is a counter-attack throw. However, in MMA it works perfectly. It works perfectly from the clinch. And talking about the first takedown, I think that it was a mistake from Charles Oliveira, since he let Islam do this too easy. I'm not saying that Charles Oliveira is not a good fighter. I mean that at the moment Islam hasn't already made the old throw, and for this reason it was possible to protect it and to defend this takedown. However, just as we've predicted, when Islam landed on the top at the first round, he spent around 2 minutes ground and pounding Charles, and of course it exhausted him. I'm talking about him, I'm talking about Charles Oliveira, because he was on the bottom and he tried some triangles that was dangerous. However, Islam was controlling the situation. The second round was similar to the first. Islam started pressing, and it was seen that he was using a lot of left hand from the southpaw stance, and also it could have been noticed that Charles Oliveira was already tired, a bit tired from that grounded pound of Islam Makhachev. And then at some moment Charles Oliveira decided that it's a very good moment to do a jumping knee, which apparently didn't work, and Islam caught him with the left straight. Sorry, because of my costume I can't really show this technique properly, but he went for the left straight, and then he got the right hook just on the jaw, taking into account the fact that Charles Oliveira's hands were down. It landed just here on the jaw, and of course it was a clear knockdown. And I have to give credit for Islam Makhachev for going and trying to finish the fight at that very moment. He went after Charles Oliveira, he did some ground and pound, and then he tried the arm triangle, which actually worked. It was the second arm triangle in the fight, and for those who think that Charles Oliveira tapped earlier, that he was still conscious, come on guys, you must have never been choked by a good wrestler who uses also grappling and jiu-jitsu, and you have never been choked by the arm triangle, which is a very powerful technique. And of course, taking into account the fact that Charles Oliveira was rocked with that right hook, of course he tapped, because it was a very clear choke. I congratulate Islam Makhachev on becoming the UFC undisputed lightweight champ. It will be very interesting to watch what happens for him next. And of course, I think that Charles Oliveira is a great fighter and he will still return. And maybe one day he will fight for the title once again. Thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe to Babenko MMA channel, like our videos, and of course watch our striking tutorials that we post every week on this channel. Thank you.